First, I suggest you have a GPT Plus subscription. That's $20 a month. First thing I suggest you do is go down here to your name, click here, click Settings, Personalization, and scroll down and just make sure memory's on. You may not have Pulse, but that's fine. But whatever memory is, make sure it's all on, all of it. And then Advanced, if you don't like the high-pitched, fast-talking voice, turn Advanced Voice off. Next, we're going to go wherever we saved the file. We need the container template.txt. I'm going to put that here, Control-A, copy, minimize that. And next, we're going to go in and create a new project over here on the left. That creates a new folder. Name it whatever you want. I already have one, so I'm going to call this one Demo. So this is like the beginning of your own personal operating system. Now, it's very important that you type in the following. You have to type, create that new document. It's very important. It might think for a little bit, and then it'll begin building your file. And that'll be stored right up here. Now you want to make sure you only have one file in this particular thread. Otherwise, it can cause some issues. If you get a second file, then you just repeat and start this over. So as you can see, our file is created. Instead of typing, I've created some things to add into the container. As you can see, it's now editing the container. Now just type show my list. And it does have categories, as you'll see as you add different things. Then I have a second thread. Let's go down here to our Coherence folder. This is my main thread where I'm working with AI. I have many threads and folders. I can show you how I use them another time. But this thread is my main partner. I discuss everything unless a topic becomes specialized. When this thread gets too big, I transfer it to a new thread, and I'll show you how I do that in a minute. If this thread gets too big, this is what I use. And it just gets slow. You would type something like this and then send. Mine remembers everything, so it actually went to my current thread and actually grabbed everything. But let's just say it was just this. Copy this, and we go to our folder. We just start this is our new thread. And we just paste whatever I gathered in there and start a new thread. And let's go ahead and do that. And then we would go over here. So this would I would say this is thread 2 now. And then this is our parking container. I don't really get into, I keep the naming. This was, we can always archive old threads if we want to. So now we've got container 1, where our main parking is, and our thread for our discussion. And I'll discuss how I use other files and folders at another time. If your container gets too big, all you do is go up here, hit copy, or hit that document, then hit copy, close that back out, go back to your folder, and say, create a new Canvas doc for this new parking thread. And then you paste that in there. You'll see it's building it. So when you're starting a new thread, this one not only has the instructions, but it has all your current things that you have parked in there. And when it's done, you go over here to this new container. So this is your second container. So I just do, and there, I'm done. Now I know to just park things in container 2. I generally leave some containers for a period of time. Again, it's really important that you only have one document here in your container. If you, for some reason, accidentally create a Canvas document, you think you're in a discussion, but you're not, you just start a new container thread, start over. We only want one file in this. I mean, you can have 20 files in the discussion thread, but for your container, only one file. So I want to show you something that's very time saving. There's a little microphone. Oops, I hit something. There's a little microphone, little picture of a microphone right there. This is how I talk. This is the microphone. So you'd want to make sure your phone is logged in with the same login that you have on your computer. So then I want to go over here on my computer and say, show my list. And by the way, I talk with AI on my phone as I'm driving or walking around the house discussing various projects or whatever we're discussing. If I'm driving and I have a great idea, I say, hey, capture that in a Canvas document. And when I return to my computer later, it'll be in the discussion thread up in the documents here. Naturally, I can say haircut complete. Geez, not really in the morning. And I can close it that way. It's editing. So that finished. I'm going to show my list again. When you dictate, you can just leave it running and stop talking for 3 seconds. You can pause. So I tend to do quite a bit of dictating in my conversations because it allows me to pause without it talking back. But I'm going to dictate right now. And I'm going to say, deck is completed, and we just finished recording a shorter version of container video. So close those. And then I send on my phone. It's just thinking. And so that takes a little time to process. But after it's done processing, I do show my list, and you'll see that those things have been updated on my computer. So I can even add things with my phone. You can say, take out the garbage. What this does is this just creates a very fast way for you to add things or remove things from your container. I show my list again. Take out the garbage. There it is. That's it. That'll get you started. No pressure. This is about doing less, not more. So if you have any questions at all, you can go into the WhatsApp community and type to me in the container thread, container group, or you just send me an email, whatever's easiest for you.